Thank you, Madam President. I too rise on behalf of the California Legislative Black Caucus in support of SR 92 as we celebrate Pride Month and elevate the moments in queer history that sparked activism and progress toward equality. I want to make sure that we don't lose a piece of history that shows the intersectionality of movements, and I am grateful to the senator from Berkeley for starting this with her comments. Many of these defining moments were made possible by Black and brown LGBTQIA activists fighting for their liberation. Stonewall, of course, being the crossroads of the culmination of those efforts and the frustration of police entrapment and raids. The following protests and riots demanding civil rights for gay people were led by Black LGBTQIA people. Although there is much debate on the question, it was reported that activist and gay civil rights leader Stormy DeLarvery threw the first brick at the riot. Marsha P. Johnson was a prominent figure in the protests, as well as an activist and self-identified drag queen who advocated for trans people, homeless people, sex workers, people living with HIV and AIDS, and incarcerated people. Johnson founded Street Transvestite Action Revolutionaries, STAR, in 1970 to provide safety and shelter to homeless LGBTQIA youth. Another leader in the Stonewall riot, Miss Major Griffin Gracie, went on to direct the Transgender, Variant, and Intersex Justice Project, a San Francisco-based nonprofit. And while Stonewall was a critical turning point for the gay civil rights movement, I can't help but mention that 10 years prior, in 1959, Cooper's Donuts in downtown Los Angeles, in my district, was the site of the first recorded confrontation between LGBTQIA people and the police. And in 1967, patrons resisted a police raid at the Black Cat Tavern in LA's Silver Lake neighborhood. So as we celebrate Pride, let's remember that Black people, whose marginalization is furthered by their sexual orientation, were out and proud and advocated loudly for their rights. And I just want to add, the senator from Stockton asked you to think of that 12-year-old LGBTQIA child in your district. I would ask you to go a little further and think about that LGBTQIA person in your church, in your synagogue, in your mosque, in one of your clubs, in your book club, in your family, on your staff, people around you that you know that want to be seen for who they are, individually and as part of a larger community. And I would ask that you not carve them out as some exception to the hate and marginalization that is proliferating across this country and is perpetuated by your silence on these issues. I would ask that you stand up loud and proud and say gay. Just say gay. Just say gay, so that people are not afraid to be who they are. Because when we talk about living in God's image, that is how we should be acting. So on behalf of the Black Caucus, I ask for your aye vote on SR 92.